The power of tiny habits. Most people underestimate the impact of small daily habits. We often believe that big goals require big actions, but Clear argues that real change comes from the accumulation of small, consistent efforts. He uses the analogy of an airplane adjusting its course by just a few degrees. A tiny shift at the beginning leads to a completely different destination over time. Similarly, improving by just 1% every day may seem insignificant in the short term, but over months and years, these small gains compound into extraordinary results. On the flip side, bad habits, even minor ones, can compound negatively, leading to failure or stagnation. The key takeaway is that success is not about single moments of inspiration, but about the daily routines we follow. 2. The habit loop. How habits work. Clear breaks down habits into a simple four-step process: cue, craving, response, and reward. Cue, the trigger that initiates a behavior, seeing your phone light up with a notification. Craving, the desire or motivation to act, wanting to check the message. Response, the actual habit or action, picking up the phone and scrolling. Reward, the benefit you gain from the behavior, a dopamine hit from social media. Understanding this loop is crucial because it reveals how habits form and how they can be changed. To build good habits, we must design our environment and routines to support them. To break bad habits, we must disrupt the cycle by removing cues or reducing cravings. 3. The role of identity in habit. Change. Many people focus on changing their outcomes, losing weight, earning more money, or their processes, going to the gym, saving money. But Clear argues that the most effective way to change habits is to start with identity change, the beliefs you hold about yourself. For example, instead of saying, "I want to quit smoking," say, "I am not a smoker." Instead of, "I want to be a writer," say, "I am a writer." When your habits align with your identity, they become easier to maintain. Every small action you take reinforces the belief in who you are. Over time, these actions shape your identity, making the habit automatic. The 4 laws of behavior. Change. Clear introduces 4 laws to build good habits and 4 inversions to break bad ones. First law, make it obvious. Cue. Good habits should be visible. Example, if you want to read more, place a book on your pillow every morning. Inversion, to break a bad habit. Make it invisible. Hide junk food if you want to eat healthier. Second law, make it attractive. Craving. Good habits should be appealing. Example, pair a habit you need to do. Exercise with something you enjoy. Listening to podcasts. Inversion. Make it unattractive. Remind yourself of the negative consequences of bad habits. Third law, make it easy. Response, reduce friction for good habits. Example, want to practice guitar? Leave it out where you can see it. Inversion, make it difficult. Unplug the TV to reduce mindless watching. Fourth law, make it satisfying. Reward, immediate rewards reinforce habits. Example, track your workouts to see progress. Inversion, make it unsatisfying. Use a habit contract to hold yourself accountable. 5. The importance of environment. One of the most overlooked aspects of habit formation is environment. Clear explains that people often blame their lack of discipline when they fail to stick to habits. But the real problem is often their surroundings. If you want to eat healthier, stock your fridge with nutritious foods. If you want to focus better, remove distractions from your workspace. Small changes in your environment can make good habits effortless and bad habits harder to fall into. One of the biggest challenges in habit formation is maintaining motivation. Clear introduces the Goldilocks rule, which states that humans experience peak motivation when working on tasks that are just right, not too easy, not too hard. If a habit is too easy, we get bored. If it's too difficult, we feel discouraged. The sweet spot is where the challenge slightly stretches our abilities. How to apply this? Break big goals into manageable steps. Gradually increase difficulty to stay engaged. Example: if running a marathon feels overwhelming, start with a 5K and slowly build up. This principle explains why video games are so addictive. They constantly adjust difficulty to keep players in a state of flow. We can design our habits the same way. 7. The role of community in habit change. Humans are social creatures, and our habits are heavily influenced by those around us. Clear explains that we tend to adopt behaviors that are normal, what everyone does; approved, what earns respect; strategies to leverage social influence. Join a culture where your desired habit is the norm. Example: want to get fit? Surround yourself with people who prioritize health. Find an accountability partner. Sharing your goals with someone increases commitment. Watch for invisible peer pressure. If your friends snack on junk food, you're more likely to do the same. The takeaway? You don't have to rely solely on willpower. Design your social environment to support your habits. How to bounce back. After a setback, no habit journey is perfect. Everyone slips up. The key is how you respond. Clear shares two critical strategies. 1. The never miss twice rule. Missing one workout, one healthy meal, or one work session is fine, but never let a single slip become a streak. Example: if you skip the gym today, go tomorrow no matter what. 2. Focus on systems, not goals. Goals are good for direction, but systems are what drive progress. Example: instead of "I want to write a book," think "I will write 500 words daily." This shifts focus from outcomes to processes, reducing frustration. Mistakes don't ruin progress; giving up does. The downside of good habits. Even positive habits can become problematic if they turn rigid. Clear warns against two pitfalls. 1. Identity traps. When you tie a habit too tightly to your self-image, failure feels personal. Example: I'm a runner can be motivating until an injury makes you feel lost. Solution: see habits as tools, not identity. You're not a healthy person. You're someone who prioritizes health. Complacency in success. Once a habit becomes automatic, we stop improving. Example: going to the gym but doing the same routine for years. Solution: deliberate practice. Always tweak and refine habits. The lesson? Stay flexible. Habits should serve you, not control you. The secret to long-term success. Habit stacking plus tracking. Two of the most powerful techniques Clear recommends are: 1. Habit stacking. Link a new habit to an existing one. Formula: after current habit, I will new habit. Example: after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 2 minutes. Habit tracking. Visual progress is incredibly motivating. Use a calendar or app to mark every day you stick to a habit. Example: Jerry Seinfeld's "Don't break the chain" method for writing jokes. These strategies turn abstract goals into concrete, daily actions. Final thoughts. The compound effect of atomic habits. The central message of atomic habits is that small, consistent actions create extraordinary results over time. Success isn't about luck or talent, it's about the systems you follow daily. Key takeaways: start small. 1% improvements add up. Design your environment. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. Focus on identity. Become the type of person who embodies your goals. Use the 4 laws. Make habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Embrace imperfection. Progress greater than perfection. Whether you want to improve your health, productivity, relationships, or creativity, the principles in this book provide a roadmap. The only question left is, what tiny habit will you start today?